Hi ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to go ahead and do an SEO audit for a medical center. Actually, it's a drug recovery center. So we're going to go ahead and check on the local SEO ranking factors, as well as we're going to look into the on-page SEO factors that are not allowing the site to rank higher organically. And lastly, we're going to check on we're going to talk about off-page SEO like link building strategies or guest posting as well. So let's get started. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open up my crawl software, which is actually Screaming Frog. Just check the site before. It does not have more than 500 pages. So we're going to use Screaming Frog, but if any of the websites say have more than 500 pages, then you can definitely use Deep Crawl. This is a crawling software which goes ahead and helps us go ahead and crawl each and every page on the website, check on the tags, the descriptions, the alt text all at once. So it saves a lot of time actually if you go ahead and use any of these software to go ahead and check on your website and do a quick audit or quick analysis of that. So it's actually really helpful. So looks like it's initializing right now, so let that run. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and open up Mozbar. So let's go ahead and start. Let me also go ahead and make some notes along so that we know. Okay, there we go. So Brookstone Medical Center, Brookstone Medical Center, page title, we do have prescription drug recovery. If I would also, in the page title, I would probably add the location itself, so that it really helps out. So prescription drug recovery, in the location that is St. George or Utah. I would definitely add the name of the location. So add location to page title. Meta description is not found, so definitely add it. I would add 160 characters on here. So definitely it is really important. So meta description has to be there on every page. We're going to check on, we are currently doing it for the main home page right now, but with the Screaming Frog, we're going to do it for every page actually that is there. So the Screaming Frog is up. Let's go ahead and run that up. So we enter the domain and hit on the start. So we're running, perfect. So let's come back here. So the meta description are not there, meta keywords are not there. So meta keywords are basically the keywords that you want to tell search engines like Google, what kind of keywords are you talking about on this page. So definitely add them. No H1 tag. So definitely, you have H2 specializing in recovery prescription. H2 tag, again, add locations are more keywords. You've got 78 characters on here. That's good. I would definitely add an H1 tag as well. So H1 tag not found. Also meta keywords not found. We made a note for that. Bold and strong, italics. Okay, we can sort that. That's totally okay. We can definitely sort that out. So there we go. So you got all text on the images, which is a good thing on the home page. Perfect. So let's move on to the next factors. So there's no meta robots that is described. Add meta robots. So meta robots would go ahead and really make sure not unnecessary pages are not indexed by Google. You can really go ahead and ensure which page Google should crawl more and which pages Google should not crawl, like probably the category pages or the author pages, stuff like that. Okay, so we're not going to bother about speed right now because we're going to run a separate test altogether. Mozbar is not so good in calculating the speed altogether. So there we go. The page authority is good, 35. Domain authority is 23, which is again a good Markup, there's no schema markup on the page, so that is definitely one more thing that I would really recommend to be added on the website, on the home pages, basically on each and every page, I would say. Schema markup would tell search engines what the page or the website is all about. Say for example, if it's a local business, there's a schema markup available for local businesses. If it's a store or anything like that, depending upon your business, since this is a medical center, there is a schema markup for your business as well. All you have to do is come on schema.org. It's free actually, you don't have to pay for it, you just have to integrate it. So you can go ahead and check all the available schemas, say health and medical types. There you go. So this one will be the perfect fit for this business. So schema markup is definitely supposed to be added. So that is a good thing. We have the OG data, but we're going to manually check it as well. Let's go ahead and check it out right now as we here. So let's open our Facebook debugger. There we go. Perfect. All we do is we go ahead and copy the URL. Once the Facebook debugger opens up, we just paste the URL here and debug it, and it will show us if there's an issue. Yes, there is. So what we're doing over here is when you enter your URL on Facebook or any other social media groups, how would people look at your URL? It comes up like this, right? However, there is an issue. Inferred property, the OG image property should be explicitly provided, even if a value can be inferred from other tags. So it's not specified. It's okay actually, but the point is it's randomly picking up the images from your home page basically. However, if you paste another URL, could be from the home page. Let's check it out actually. While we go ahead, say for example, you put in let's do this page and let's test it out. Okay, so as this one shows, this has not been shared. Let's fetch some new information if it can. Sorry. Okay, so if you post that link, see, if you check over here, the plain text comes. There's no image. It's not appealing. So what happens is, if you specify your OG data, that is the open graph data, if you assign an image to it, it's really simple actually. You can just go ahead and add an OG data image to your website, and so that it automatically, Facebook or any social media that you enter your URLs into, automatically picks up the image from there. So definitely fix OG image, OG data image, and I would just put in the feedback. Perfect. Okay, so let's come back to the next thing. Let's go back to the home page for now, and let's check on the other stuff as well. The spam score is 4. I would not. This is something I would definitely look into if there are a lot of outgoing links, right? That could be a problem. If there is so as you see, we found that as per Moz, 7% of the sites with 4 flags were penalized by Google. This could be the reason being it may be a large site with few links, a small portion of branded links, or could be higher. Other factors are like more outgoing links and less internal link building. So those are a couple of factors that I know about. So definitely reduce spam score. It can be 3. 3 is okay, or 0 is perfect, you know, but 4 is something you're stepping ahead into, probably, you know, bad links as well. So probably, you know, we're going to check on the links as well. Reduce spam score. It's so it's 4 out of 10, which is not, I would not say a red light, but you know, probably a yellow one, like a warning sign or something. So that is something I would not get into. So definitely fixing up. Schema markup, we did that. Okay, let's do the structured data testing as well. Well, we at it. It's an HTTP. Definitely I recommend an HTTPS, a secured license, because it gives a trust to your visitors that it's a secured site. But you know, totally, it's not a ranking factor. It's just a psychology of a person who comes to your website. You know, it just builds up more trust. That's it. Okay. And Google has recommended it a lot of time, and yeah. Okay. So perfect. So we have done the homepage analysis, but we're gonna go ahead and dig in more deeper, actually. So let's go ahead and check out. Let's do a speed test as well. So what I use for a speed test is a website called webpagetest.org. So what we do over here is we would just go, it runs 3 parallel tests together, and I also use the evergreen Google website speed test tool, which is a Google developer. So this one, so it's, as you see over here, it runs 3 tests. So it actually checks the JavaScript, you know, the internal page structure, response on the servers, stuff like that. So it gives us a more accurate image. Oops, I think I clicked somewhere else. Let's go ahead and open this one. Okay, there we go. So let's run a test on the Google website as well, so that we could know how the website ranks on mobile as well as on desktop, like, you know, what's the speed like and stuff. Okay, so it's loading up. Okay, so the speed of the website on mobile is low. It's 37 by 100, which is on the lower end. On the desktop as well, it's low, so it's 27 out of 100. So speed definitely needs to be optimized. Let's check on here if, okay, it's still going on, but it should give us some reasons why that is so. But Google says enable compression, optimize images. Okay, so what I would recommend, let's see what the website is built on. Let's go ahead and test it out. I think it should be WordPress, but let's double check just to be. So you can come over here, that is builtwith.com, and you can go ahead and easily check on the everything that is there on the website, you know, in terms of technology that has been used, or even if it's stuff like that. There we go. So it's WordPress, definitely, as we see. Okay, so it's a WordPress website. The other way to find out is actually, you know, just to go ahead and you know, right in front of the domain, just type in wp-admin. If you don't want to go ahead and use that tool, you can manually also check it out. So it will take you to the login page. You know, probably these are the people who designed the site, but yeah, but it gives us the picture. So really simple, the RSS feed, live writer support, pingback support, Apache. So they do have an SSL certificate, I guess. I believe it's internally or something, but you know, we need to check on that. Okay, WordPress plugin, Visual Composer. Okay, totally okay. Okay, so it's 2 of 3 is done. Okay, there we go, it's done. Okay, so first by time, that is a hosting issue, so probably I would recommend changing the hosting services, but let's see who the hosting is actually. So, oh wait, I think the buzzword will tell me. Hosting providers, Liquid Web. Okay, so I would actually probably change it, you know, because if the first byte, you know, time is an F, as in you know, which is actually not good. That is actually your hosting. This is your hosting provider. So I would suggest you to change it to much more faster. Probably go for a cloud hosting or something like that, because that would definitely go ahead and help out the site a lot. The keep alive enabled is definitely perfect. Compress transfer. Okay, so compress transfer. Okay, so we need to go ahead and definitely look into that as well. So I would recommend a plugin, which is a cache tool. Also, easiest cache plugin, if I'm right. But I will probably, you know, check on that and leave a note. But there is a plugin which is awesome. Okay, so which you can install. I think that should fix compress transfer. Compress images is good. Cache static content. So yeah, the cache tool will take care of compress transfer and cache static content. There's no CDN, but that's totally okay. First by time is definitely the hosting. Let me check. I did research about this plugin. I think it was called Really Simple Cache or something like that, but not 100%. I think, yeah, this is the one. Total cache, really simple. No, I think it's a capture or something. Regardless of that, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and you know, leave a note in the description below about that when I upload this. But there is a really simple plugin that could fix that, but definitely I will recommend to changing the hosting provider. So optimize speed as low on mobile and desktop, and change hosting provider, or cloud hosting is recommended, I would say. Okay, let's move on to, since we have done the speed test, let's look into the Screaming Frog now. Let's analyze all the pages just to be 100% sure. So internal flash, okay, no. Alrighty. More of HTML code, PDF, okay, I think that's it. Okay. So let's start with the page titles for now. Page titles are present in every one, so that is totally okay. Meta description. Okay, so none of the pages have meta description actually. So as we see over here, there are 106 pages that we found. Probably not all are public board meeting. Okay, some of them are some, you know, that is not required. We're gonna probably check on those as well, but none of them have meta description. So definitely we need to go ahead and add that. None of them have meta keywords, so definitely add. None of the pages have meta description. Meta description. None of the pages. Oops. Pages have meta keywords. So definitely that is something I will definitely add. H1 tags is missing on one of them, which is on the home page. Okay, probably we need to check on the, so we have already made a note of that, so that is totally okay. H2 is, that is H testimonials or team. Okay, that is totally, we can, okay, this is important. Okay, so 66 of the images out of 73 are missing an alt text on here. So that is something which we need to fix. Let me just make a note, add alt text to all images. 66 missing alt text like these. Okay. Alrighty, so this is something that is there. Let's go ahead and look into, we have the images, canonicals are there, which is good. Let's check on those as well. Canonical element 1. Okay, so we got the rel structure over here as well, which is actually good. Canonicals are good, so you know we don't have to bother about that. HRE flang, that is okay, you know, that is not important, but yeah, if it's not there, that is a different language. If a site, you know, if you want to target a different segment, so just add HRE flang or tell the search engines which language the website is. But since it's English, so that's totally okay. Okay, so I think we have everything that we needed. Let's check on a few things just to be 100% sure. Yep, we have everything, so it's all good. Okay, let's check on the site structure. We're at 6 pages altogether. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and test out the site on the local rankings. So if you want to build, you know, which is a great tool, which is Moz Local. You know, I come here to check on listings for my business. So there we go. Brooksville Medical Center. Let's check 100% of the address matches. 198 North 100. Perfect. Okay, so that matches. That's the phone number. At 70%, which is good. Not in Foursquare, info group. That's totally okay. 70% is something which is decent, which is good. But I would just fix on a few things that are missing over here. But I think it's good. 70% of the local rankings is good. But yeah, definitely, you know, if you can improve, you know, okay, we got duplicates as well. What is duplicate 68? Okay, somebody else is using the phone number, which is weird. Davies Locker. This is something which needs to be checked because the phone number is being used, and this is probably the address, which is, yep, with a different, okay, Brooksville, Utah. Okay, I think there is a different listing in super pages. Probably that's the reason. So yeah, you know, on super pages, on yellow pages, somebody, Davies Locker, is using the same phone number, and you got a different listing. The business has a different listing as well. So definitely, this needs to be fixed. To inconsistent. Okay, so. Localese has a missing website, so definitely add that. Axicom also has a missing website, definitely add that. Super Pages has a different name altogether, so I would not recommend that, which is, so you can really improve that your local map rankings. You know, when you search online, you know, the map that comes up right on front. So you can definitely go ahead and change that out. Again, the name is inconsistent in different locations. Actually, in insider pages, the name appears as Brookstone Medical CTR. In city search, it appears as Brookstone Medical Center. So CTR, I think that is a problem. CTR, so CTR put in the complete thing, so which is relevant. I think there. Let's see on the Google review. There are only 2 reviews, so definitely fix inconsistent. Let me just make a note. Inconsistent listings, and then build the reviews. What I would ask is, you know, the existing customers, I would definitely shoot out an email to them, or what you can do is, there is a tool which is called Bright Local Review Tool, I guess, if I remember correctly. Google review. I think this is what it is. Okay. Let me just go ahead and search it again. No. What happens is we can create a link. I'm just trying to find that. I did that the other day. I forgot to save it. Or there is also another one, send Google review link. You can just search this online. Oh, my bad. Actually, it was not Bright Local, it was White Spark. There we go. This is again a great tool for, you know, local rankings. It's just like $20 a month. So if you want to sign up for that, you can definitely go ahead and do that. It will really help out for local listings. So here's how it works. I would just put in the name of the business. There we go. And it gives me this link. There we go. So what happens is when you send it to somebody, let me just copy and paste it. You just send this link, and when the person clicks or opens this link, they will direct it to your business page, and directly where this pop-up comes in automatically, and they can just give you a 5-star and just write a comment. Want to post a picture or something, they can also do that. Okay, so it makes life easier for everything. Let me just go ahead and bookmark this actually for now. Perfect. So that is done. Okay, so alright, I will just make a note of this one. Build Google. I will just make an, you don't have to generate it. I can post a link on here. Build Google My Business or GMB reviews. This is for this business. Okay. Let's quickly check on the social media as well, how active the business is on social media platforms, which is also really important because it is also one of the factors or brand factors that Google looks into, which is social signals. So if you're sharing, you know, on groups and sharing on a different platform, which is a good thing. Okay, which is a good thing. It's 13 hours ago, February 7th. January 17th. So I believe it's happening January 10th. So I think it's once a week that a post goes here. You know, that's the average that I can look at, which is not bad, but if possible, increase that number. Medical assisted treatment, living with addiction, so which is good. It is optimized correctly. So definitely, so this is good, but yeah, definitely grow, post at least, you know, every business day. Post on, it'd be, now if it's that tough, you can use services like buffer.com, or you can go ahead and use services like Hootsuite, I believe. That's, yep, Hootsuite. Now what it does, you can go ahead and you know, automate your postings. You can just make postings for 5 to 6 days, you know, at a go, like at one time, and it will automatically post it to your social media sites. You know, it can do it for Facebook, Twitter, social media, as in Google Plus, or you know, any other profiles that you have. It will do it for all. So okay, now you have a Google Plus profile, but there's nothing on it, which is, again, needs to be added. Post on Google Plus, 0 posts. Now, I would recommend this for every business actually. If you have created a page, do maintain it. Okay. So as you see over here, when I type in drug addiction treatment, let's put in Utah. It's not there on the map listings. I don't see it over here, but let's use a tool actually. Okay, wait. Oops. Where are my bookmarks? Okay. So I'm just going to check on the live rankings on so I can check on the search results from that exact area. It's accuranker.com. Perfect. So I do see Brookstone Medical Center over here, which is good. 3 reviews. Perfect. There's one more. But how big is St. George? You know, that's the question. What are the keywords I'll be looking at? Prescription drug recovery. Oops, sorry. So if somebody searches for prescription drug recovery, the website does not come up. What other keywords are there? Let's check a few more keywords. You can use Google Keyword Planner, or you know, there are a few more keyword like Ahrefs Keyword Planner to go ahead and check on more keywords that you know your competitors or anyone is ranking on. But yeah. Medical district. Let's check on medically assisted treatment. let's check on this keyword one more. No. So yeah, so I will definitely so we see ranking on medical center, drug medical center, but for a few other keywords that we tried out, you know, we could not see that for services. Or let's check out drugs, drug counseling. Counselor, oops, in St. George, Utah. Okay, we see that at number 3 over here, and on the organic searches. No, I don't see that. So it's not on the first page organically, so that is something. Okay, no issues. Let's check on other services. We're trying to check for more services than rankings. So the map listing ranking is good, but on the local organic rankings, we are not able to see a good ranking. Or let's say meth addiction treatment. No. Or drug addiction treatment. No, I don't see that in local maps as well. Let's type in. Okay, so the only thing that I see a ranking on is on drug medical center, but I need to check on the traffic for that keyword. If you know the web, but Ahrefs can help us out over here. Let's move on to Ahrefs. So let's just do be 100% sure. So we have the Ahrefs window open. So what we're going to do is just going to copy the URL into the site explorer and check on the domain. Take some time to retrieve it. I think the site has no backlinks. That's weird. Probably that's maybe one of the major reasons that it's not ranking organically. However, the site must have citations built. What I mean by that is, let's check on the citations using a simple Google search. You can also use Whitespark, to check on your citation. There's a competitor citation checker as well. But if you want to use that, you can use that as well. But if you want to use okay, there we go. So citations are there. Okay, there we go. As what I mean by citations is, if you see on the listings on Yelp, the chamber, the business chamber site, the MapQuest, Yellow Pages, these are all citation sites. Citations are local listings like business directories or platforms where you would enter your business information and make a presence online. So this is what exactly one of the reasons why it ranks. But to be honest, we need a better strategy since the site does not have any organic keywords, or it's basically getting your business probably by the local map ranking. But then again, the map rankings are also limited to a certain extent. We need to go ahead and grow that in terms of going ahead and growing the organic rankings, I would say. So what my strategy, so there's nothing to analyze over here in terms of backlinks or anything, because clearly there's no backlinks that were found. But what I would suggest is, if you want, you can visit a website called pitchbox.com, which is a great guest posting platform. Or I would also prefer Ninja Outreach, which is again one of a great influencer, or I would say getting in touch with the bloggers around the world. So influencer outreach, this is a tool, a service which can be used by you. Pitchbox is a bit costlier, but it is really perfect when you talk about really getting in touch with people in your niche. Pitchbox and Ninja Outreach are the two that I would definitely recommend to everyone out there, because one of the major reasons being, I will give you an example. So for example, if you're starting with a backlink strategy, I don't want you to try any backlink strategy that would risk your organic reputation or online reputation. What I'm meaning by that is going ahead and creating backlinks through sites that are not related to your niche. Since you are a medical research business, or medical center, you would want backlinks from websites that are talking about drug abuse or drug related issues, or people or websites that are pointing to which is the best drug rehab center, or best place to get rid of your drug addictions, stuff like that. Now Ninja Outreach and Pitchbox, these allows you to get in touch with these bloggers or these websites around the world on a global scale, and talk to one another, and probably see if you can post an article on the website and get some link juice out of it. So it goes ahead and really helps out in the long run. So this is something I would definitely help recommend for the website, to start building links as of now. So another link building, I would not stop on the citations. I would build more citations for the business, so that the local rankings do not dip down in the long run, because if any new competitors come in, or the old competitor decides to go ahead and grow, take it to the next level, I will definitely list myself on missing ones, like Infogroup, as we saw earlier, was the missing listing from the Moz Local tool. I will build the listing from there. So let's get back to on here. So no backlinks. So no backlinks found. Keep building citations, because that is a strong point. 21, I would definitely recommend invest in paid per click. Click services like AdWords, like Google AdWords, because if you have no backlinks and you're totally dependent on citations, I would definitely like you to invest in Google AdWords, because what happens is it creates an exposure for the business. So you can put in on a daily basis, you can set up a budget like $20, $30, $50 or $100, or even more than that, depending upon your budget, just to get the word out there. You can use when somebody searches online for medical center or drug addiction treatment, or similar searches like that in your area, your ad comes up over there and people click. By this, what would happen is traffic will come in. Google and other visitors or the people would know that the business really exists, and they would probably go ahead and try to link to your page as well. They would probably write articles automatically. That's what I saw for one of my businesses. which was in a tech support industry. So what we actually did was we ran an ad for that company for almost a year, approximately. And then we saw, and we never did any sort of backlink or link building or anything like that, but we saw we were already ranking on major keywords in New York, because we were from the business was located in New York, and we just did Google Adwords, and a lot of people were writing about us. They were going ahead and linking to our website with our knowledge, and it worked. But yeah, it took some time, but it worked. So, but yes, if you keep on, say for example, if you have a plan like keep on for 6 months, you have a pay-per-click service, and at the same time you have SEO going on, both of it, side by side. That will be a really good roadmap towards success, because after 6 months you can stop on the paid per click and you can see the SEO giving you revenue, as in giving you the same benefit as the paid per click did, or you can keep on continuing both of them in the long run. So yeah, that's a roadmap, I would say. Keep building, no backlinks. So build, okay, I missed on that. Try use Pitchbox or Ninja Outreach for backlinks, for backlink builders, for backlink builder. So this is organic. This is not something related to Black Hat, because you're not asking for a link. You're just getting in touch with these guest bloggers in your niche, in your industry. You're offering them a good article which they can post on their website, and in return they will go ahead and just make a note that this article was written by your company, and which gives you more exposure. That's it. And also, if possible, so there are no backlinks. So I would definitely try backlinks from newspaper agencies, educational agencies, or educational boards like small schools. If we can get a backlink from local colleges, you can definitely go ahead and do that. That would really be helpful. Local news agencies, that would also be a great backlink source. So these are the channels that would really influence or really attract more traffic to your website. So yeah, so focus on the backlink roadmap. I would say focus on news, edu links, educational links, and government backlinks. Focus on getting, if you can get all of it, that's perfect. But yeah, what we do is we go ahead and get in touch with educational, if you got speakers. Now, backlinking is not nowadays is not about just sitting on a computer and creating links, like spamming the heck out of any online thing that you get, like forums and stuff like that. It does not work nowadays like that. You need to go ahead and really get out there. So what I would recommend is getting in touch. What we do is, for one of our clients, we got in touch with local educational boards. He was an attorney, so he got in touch. He was a DUI attorney. So what we did was we got in touch with local educational institutions like schools and colleges, and where he gave a 15 to half an hour, I would say a lecture on drinking and driving, what happens, the effect on the family, the effect on their future, stuff like that. And the educational board liked it, and they posted a link on their we gave them an article of his work, and they posted that on their website. We got some link, an anchor text link, which was a do follow, so we got a good out of it. This was also covered by a news agency, because then again we after the speech, we spoke with the attorney. He started with a scholarship program for any student who admits that he has driven under the influence of alcohol, and few students came up. One of them won the scholarship. I think 2 or 3 people who won the scholarship, but then again we made sure the news agencies were there, the local news agencies were there to cover that, and perfect, and that worked. So we got news and educational backlinks through that as well. So what I mean by that is, if you really get out there, you can definitely get that. If you want to get in government backlinks, contact Chamber of Commerce. You know, they all have marketing teams internally located, so you can probably ask for an article submission about you know, drug addictions and, you know, drug problems in early life, and, you know, how to cope with it, how to get rid of it, things like that. So that would be something that I would focus on as a roadmap. And we do all this, you know, getting in touch and PR and everything, you know, talking to different sources, talking to different people, what can be done, when can be done. So we do all that in-house for our clients. So yeah, you know, so that is something which I would also recommend. Apart from that, let's check on, so I think that's for backlinks. We had done the on page, we had done the off page as well. Let's check on what else we can check now. Let's check on the site index pages, and if all of them are what we need. There we go. Oops. There we go. So I'm just checking to make sure all the pages that are indexed on here. So 106 pages, so all the pages are indexed. I'm not sure we need all the 106 pages, if they're, you know, of any relevance, if all of them, but just be 100% sure. Let's check out everything. Okay, so see, this is one of the problems. So the archives is getting indexed on Google, which is of no use actually. So that's the reason we would add meta robots, so that we can specify which pages to index and which pages to not. Classes, another content along the counseling. Okay, every page that should add at least 500 grades on every page you want search engines to index, like this one right here. So content is the king, you know, as they say in the marketing world. So definitely add content to your website. What is this? Budgeting. So these are images, I guess, or PDFs. But again, you know, I would definitely add more content. Budgeting classes, if that is something. Because this pages won't matter, you know, they won't get anywhere, you know, unless or until you add more content to it, right? So our events, okay, this is good. Uncategorized, okay, we don't. So you need to remove uncategorized. Probably that is a lack of silo structure. Sorry, which is called category siloing. This is creating create a proper website structure. What it does is it interlinks the connected pages and creates a proper site structure for your website. You know, which means your services are connected to the home page. The services are connected to probably an education page. and then contact us, and so on and so forth. Or the education comes first, and then the services, and then the contacts, and things like that. So it's like a interlinking of pages to create a proper site structure. Okay, so now when you see uncategorized anywhere in the, which is not a good sign, I would probably change the uncategorized to a category. Probably in your posts, check for a category like say drug abuse, or you can success stories or stuff like that. You can create categories of your niche, and then that will be it. I would add no index to pages like these, because these are not there. So as I said, 106 pages, we would probably scan each and every page one by one, not like this, but using Screaming Frog. That makes it easier. We will just go ahead and randomly check on each and every page that we think, and we just add it to the no index so that it's not indexed. Saves a lot of time. Say for example, if a Google bot comes in onto your site, they run the complete scan on your site, it's 106, and they see a lot of pages that does not have value to it. They will go ahead and not like that, and they probably would rank you down. But if you have indexing pages that has a relevant content, a relevant material like videos, PDFs and stuff like that, Google will definitely like it, or Bing or Yahoo, they will definitely like it and boost you up higher. Okay, so add content, add more things like videos as much as you can, testimonial videos, and that will definitely be helpful. Okay, so I think we are all done here. I hope I didn't miss anything, any of the factors, but if I did, or if you want me to check on anything, just go ahead and let me know. I will definitely go ahead and check on, get in touch with you, and probably try to answer any of the questions that you have in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video. If you have a website and you need an SEO audit to be done, you can visit our website, that is egochi.com, and you can leave your comments, or you can just click on the contact button over here on the top right inside corner, and you can just go ahead and get in touch with us. Okay, so apart from that, so the name of the plugin, remember we were talking about the name of the plugin, it's called WPFC. I think that's the short form for it. So I will just make a note, because we have it on our website. So just get this plugin that is called WPFC. So it's a fast caching tool, WordPress, I think that's what it's called, but just check for WPFC. Let me just go ahead and do that right now. WP fastest cache, that's the plugin that I was talking about earlier. So I can probably make a note of this over here, and to my speed. Just make a note of that. Add caching tool, plugin. Perfect. So we'll just leave these notes in the description below, so that is there. So yeah, you can just come into the contact form over here, just fill in your name, details, just enter your message that you wanna, which website you want to be audited, and just click on submit, and that's it. We're gonna take care of the rest and do an audit and send it back to you. All right. Perfect. So thank you so much for staying with me. My name is John from Egochi, and you have a lovely day ahead. Cheers.